himself, and he's going to say where we go from here.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Calvin Brown, and actually I'm operating under authority as well. Keisha McMillian, who organized this event, we've been friends, really family for almost 50 years since we were kids. Her older brother James, who passed away within last year or so, was my best friend, and today is his birthday. So this is a day that I knew this event was going on, and I wasn't able to attend, but I wanted to just stop by and just to encourage her, to let her know I was here, supporting, and to see her mom, Miss McMillian, who's not here. And she dragged me into the room and said, "You got 1 minute. I want you to share something with the ladies here." And so I'm just going to share with you what I shared with them, because that's what she told me to. The first thing is really about the issue of love. And what we need to understand, because it's the deepest of all really human emotions and needs, is to be loved. That God loves us with an everlasting love, and there's nothing in all of the creation that can separate us from the love of God that's in Christ Jesus our Lord. I do need to say I'm a Christian. I'm a pastor. I've been given the opportunity to earn a doctorate degree, and so I'm unashamed of what God has done in my life and who I am. But I grew up without my father. My mother gave birth to me just after she turned 16. My father was an aspiring football player, went on to college, and I didn't meet my dad until I was probably 9 or 10. I remember spending a couple hours with him on a Christmas day. Didn't see him again that I recall until I was about 16, just learning to drive, and went to spend a weekend with him. So I grew up I don't have my father's name. I didn't have my father's hand of correction, affirmation. I didn't have his voice of affirmation. So that sent me on a journey of searching for identity. Because God intends for a boy to carry his father's name, to carry his father's word of discipline and encouragement. And there's nothing that can absolutely replace that, but God does have ways of filling that gap. I was looking for ways to do it myself, but then I discovered God and a relationship with him through his son, Jesus Christ. And something I learned, and it's in the book of Mark, and it's chapter 1, verses 10 and 11. And there's an incredible scene that takes place between the Father and the Son. And it says that when Jesus got baptized, this dramatic event happens. The heavens are torn open, and it's dramatic. When you look at the language, it's dramatic. And before Jesus does a single act of ministry, before he does a miracle, before he becomes world-renowned and famous and does anything, before he accomplishes anything, the Father says 3 things to him. "This is my Son, in whom I love. In you I am well pleased." He says, "You're my boy. I love you, and I'm proud of you." And I guarantee you, every single human being longs to hear those words. I've heard the words of billionaires spoken who say the reason they are so successful today is because they're grinding and working so hard in hopes of earning their father's affirmation. And what's important for you to know is that before you step out into the world and seek to try to accomplish anything, is that God loves you. He's chosen you. He loves you with an everlasting love. And he's proud of you. He accepts you. So that the strength of that, and the men will understand this better, there's 2 ways we can live. We can live our lives trying to earn approval, or we can live our lives out of the fact that we have been affirmed. And the one that is the most freeing is to know that I don't have to do anything to determine my worth. I don't have to do anything to determine, to earn God's love and honor and respect. He already had that. Now let me go and live and be who he has called me to be. Let me live out of that. Because see, if you live out of earning approval, when does it stop? When have you earned it? How much is enough? When can you just be at rest in who you are? No, it's another dollar, it's another sale, it's another degree, it's another promotion, it's another car, it's another relationship. It's always something else, and it's so elusive, and you never have that sense of being. It's always doing. I got 2 boys who aspire to be professional athletes. Looks like my youngest in the next couple of years probably will be. It's one of the most difficult lives to live. Because you score a touchdown, they love you. You fumble the ball, they'll boo you off the field. That's how the world is. That's how life is. And what the Father, and I'm going to leave you with this, what the Father wanted the Son to know, that whether you had thousands following you or no one following you, whether your friends had your back or they abandoned you, whether you were considered successful or failure, you're my son. I love you. And I'm proud of you. So that's the message I have for you, brothers, young and older. You're loved with an everlasting love. God has chosen you. Will you accept that? And he affirms you. He has created you. He has designed you. He has set out your path. Walk it in the freedom of knowing that he's not judging every single step. You're not trying to earn God's favor. You already have it. Amen?
Amen.
All right. So thank you, brothers.